everybody, it's Cheyenne and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about child prophies. Now this is something in the state of Oregon that an EFTA, so an expanded functions dental assistant, can perform. Now if you have any questions about this regarding your state, please go to danby.org and look up your state and certifications and see if you are able to perform this in your office. But basically this is a child cleaning that a dental assistant, an EFTA dental assistant, can perform. So in the offices that I've worked at, if the child is 12 and under, a dental assistant can do a prophy, which is basically a coronal polishing. We're not allowed to do any scaling or anything like that. We're not allowed to do anything below the tissue. So it's strictly just using a polisher and removing, stain and plaque from the tooth surface from this coronal polishing. Now, this is kind of a gray area. Some hygienists don't agree with this, and honestly, I totally understand where they're coming from. I, as a dental assistant, have not been trained in cleaning teeth. I don't know anything about cleaning teeth, and this is just something that they have done, I think, just to help with productivity and to move patients through the office faster. And you'll learn as a dental assistant, there's lots of little things that they're having dental assistants do now to help, push patients through. And this is just one of those things that we're able to do and that I do quite often in my office. And offices that I've worked at now, if they're 12 and under, they're automatically scheduled on the doctor's side, and the dental assistant does, EFTA dental assistant does the coronal polishing. And if they're 13 and older, they're on the hygienist schedule and they see the hygienist for a cleaning. Now, their understanding of this is because they believe that 12 and under is not going to have any calculus, so there's no need for any scraping or removal of calculus. It's just plaque and stain, which in my experience is completely untrue. I've had to grab hygienists for 6-year-olds to take off calculus. I've had to ask my dentist to do some scaling. I just don't personally really agree with this. I think that all cleaning should be done through the hygienist. They're trained in it. They know what they're doing. But in my state, we can do it. So offices that I do, they do have you do this. So back to child prophies and what it is. It's basically just polishing the tooth structure and removing plaque and stain off the tooth. So I have a short video just demonstrating what that is on a model, because if you are EFTA, it is something probably that they're going to be having you do. So basically, you as the assistant, you're going to be taking x-rays on the patient, and then you're going to have them come in. You're going to use a prophy cup, and you're going to, go over the facial surface of the teeth and then the lingual surface of the teeth. I also do the biting surface, so the occlusal surface, because you want to get any food or debris packed out of there. And you're basically polishing the surface of their teeth to remove plaque and stain. And then you floss their teeth. You go over any, at-home care instruction with them, making sure that they're brushing properly, making sure that they're flossing, talk to their parents, make sure if they have a diet high in sugar and carbs and things like that, that they are brushing on the regular. And then your dentist is going to come in, he's going to do the exam, and then, he'll let you know if you need, or if they need any sealants. And then if you have a sealant certification, you can place sealants there as well. So yes, that's basically all that is. You're not qualified to do any scaling or any removal of calculus. So if you have any calculus that you see that needs to be removed, you need to ask your hygienist if she can remove that, or ask your dentist if he can remove that. But yeah, it's just coronal polishing. And this is something that you will be tested in on your EFTA, because it is an EFTA certification that allows you to do this. But yeah, so this is a video of me just demonstrating what it is. So here it is.
Okay, so this is a prophy cup. So this is your polisher. And this is just a straight handpiece that it's on. And then here is your prophy paste. So this is the one that we use in my office. There's many flavors of this, so it's always fun to ask your patient, if they like bubblegum or mint or orange, whatever you guys have. And I'm just untangling some stuff here, don't mind me. So I'm just getting the model wet because it's going to be easier to polish on a wet model, but of course your patient will already have saliva on their teeth, so you don't need to do this. So this is the Prophy paste that I'm using. This is the one we usually use on adults, but since this is just a demonstration, I'm showing you. So you just put a little bit of Prophy paste on your Prophy angle, your Prophy cup. And then I always start on the upper arch on the facials. So I'm starting on the very back tooth. You want to make sure you polish every tooth. Get up against that gum line. You also want to make sure that you're applying enough pressure so your Prophy cup kind of flares out. Now the speed is kind of up to you. A lot of children find this ticklish, so you might have to go a little bit slower. It's just kind of up to you, or actually up to your patient and what they prefer. So I'm probably going a little bit quick here because I'm just demonstrating. So basically you want to go up to the gum line. I usually have to apply Prophy paste per quad, so I applied some more Prophy paste here, and I'm just going all around the tooth here to remove the plaque and the stain from the surface of the tooth. And also what some people don't know is doing Prophys on your teeth or using Prophy paste, it actually removes some of the enamel as well. So this is something that you don't want to be doing all the time. I know in school and stuff that we would do Prophys on each other for practicing. You don't want to get Prophys done all the time. There's even some patients that are willing to pay to come in for cleanings every couple of months, and don't do Prophys on them because it does remove enamel. So you want to be really careful with that. And also in school, don't let a lot of people do Prophys on you because they are removing enamel off your tooth structure. But anyway, so now I'm doing the lingual surface of the teeth. And you want to be careful with this because you don't want to, hurt their gums or anything like that. And if you do have a child that is not liking this, it's always good to give them something to do. So I always let them hold like the saliva injector. If children have a job, something to keep their mind off of this, it usually goes a lot easier. And of course you want to be rinsing in between. So I will usually do the facial surface of the upper teeth, and then I'll give it a rinse, and then I'll do the lingual, give them a rinse, and then I'll do the occlusal surface, give them a rinse. And now I'm actually on the lower teeth now, doing the facial, the lower teeth. But after I finish doing the facial, the lower, then I would rinse out their mouth. And also talking to them and guiding them through. Like I said, letting them pick the flavor. Just all things to keep the child calm and happy during this, because some children don't like this. And like I said, it can be very ticklish. And you also want to be mindful too, if they do have a lot of decay, that you're not hurting them. Making sure you're not spraying water directly into the decay. You're not profing on a tooth that has a lot of decay on it. Just being careful with things like that too, or being mindful. So again, I'm doing the lingual surface of the teeth here. And again, I'm going quickly because this is a model, but if I was on my patient, then I would be making sure I'm removing the plaque and the stain. And then I do the biting surface because you want to make sure the biting surface is clean, especially when the dentist comes in, there's no food packed in there. And then also if he wants you to place sealants, that you have all the debris and stuff out of there as well. So yeah, that's a child Prophy. It's pretty easy. And that's that.
All right, guys, so that's a child Prophy. And I hope you guys found this video helpful and useful. And please leave some comments down below. Do you think dental assistants should be doing child Prophys? I don't know. I'm perfectly okay with doing them. I believe that is what the hygienist is for. She's been trained to do that. As an assistant, we already have so much other things going on in the office that I do feel like child cleaning should just be for the hygienist. I mean, that's what she's been trained to do. It's what she went to school for. She can remove calculus, and I haven't been trained to that. I just do the polishing, which is it a sufficient cleaning? What do you guys think? I don't know. But anyways, leave me some comments down below, and I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.